A little bit more than a week from today, Keyshawn Davis will be getting his title shot opportunity against Dennis Berinchyk in New York City, Madison Square Garden. He's going to get to have the opportunity to either become champ or, not. But I think Keyshawn, has a really great chance. I think that a lot of people are already writing off Dennis Berinchyk. Obviously had a good performance against Emmanuel Navarrete, but this isn't the same kind of fighter. I just think, Keyshawn Davis, just surrounded by so many good fighters. I feel like his stable is just like elite right now. So I don't, as much as, Dennis Berinchyk, he's great. He's great. He's a good fighter. You don't become world title. You don't get a world title without being a great fighter. But I just think that Keyshawn Davis is just different. The momentum that he's gotten, the chip on his shoulder, I feel like he's matured a lot over the past few years and has made a lot of changes to his character, and his personality. So with that, a culmination of the hard work, becoming more mature, handling the bright lights, all the attention, and being able to perform, I feel like this is the moment that he's been waiting for, and I don't think he's going to let it slip. And I think, you don't get a lot of opportunities like that. He's been waiting for a title shot patiently, and now it's finally come for him. But we'll see. It's not like Dennis Berinchyk is going to come there to lay down. He's not just going to hand Keyshawn the world title. Keyshawn knows that. So it's going to be an interesting fight. I think it's going to be a more competitive fight than people are giving credit to Berinchyk for, because like I said before, who's just going to give their title away? I don't think he's going to be intimidated by Keyshawn Davis. I just think the separation and skill is going to be evident in this fight. I just think Keyshawn, with the offensive firepower, and his defense has been lock up for the past few opponents. I feel like he hasn't gotten hit with anything crazy in his last few fights, and I think that comes with the reflexes, that comes with the confidence and just working on your craft. And if you guys follow Keyshawn Davis on social media, he has his own YouTube channel. Check out those videos as well. You guys can get a look into how intense his training camp has been, how locked in he is. His mentality is what has impressed me the most, because he's so intense when it comes to the workouts. It comes to his general work ethic and just getting things done in the gym. I feel like there's no one as locked in as Keyshawn Davis right now. He's just such an intense individual, an intense athlete. So, those two things go hand in hand, and it shows in the performances. And I think February 14th, it'll be another Keyshawn Davis victory where he does become world champion. We can talk about him against the best at 35. Obviously, I've talked about the possibility of him fighting Gervonta Davis. I think that's a tremendous fight, a fight that if Keyshawn wins this fight against Berinchyk, not looking past Berinchyk, but if he does, win, like I think most of us expect him to beat Berinchyk, I feel like him and Gervonta Davis is a great fight, especially if they can't make the Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis fight, or they can't make Shakur and Tank, which is the main fight that we want to see, because those guys are already like at that point, as opposed to Keyshawn would just be getting there. I feel like if we can't get Shakur Stevenson and Tank in the ring, I feel like Keyshawn Davis could easily fight Gervonta Davis, and that would be another big event. Obviously, having Top Rank and PBC work together wouldn't be the easiest thing in the world, but hey, to make big fights, you have to compromise. And I think for Keyshawn, he'd be willing to cross the street and make a big fight with Gervonta Davis happen. He already said, knock, knock Gervonta. So he's ready for the smoke. He's not ducking any smoke. He keeps saying about Gervonta Davis that he wants to fight the light skin, talking about Gervonta. So it's up to Tank. I feel like all the cards are in Tank's hands right now. He's talked about retirement, but there's just so many big fights on the table right now. And if Keyshawn Davis is able to beat Dennis Berinchyk on February 14th and he becomes world champ, I feel like, Gervonta can't just push him off to the side as, he used to. He's been doing that to Shakur Stevenson, but I feel like if it's Shakur and Keyshawn Davis both as world champions, he's going to have to fight one or the other, at least before he quote-unquote retires with his last 2 to 3 fights with PBC at the end of the year at 2025. He's going to have to fight one of those guys at some point. I feel like who else is there to fight? Like, I know he's fighting Lamont Roach on March 1st, which still, I think it's a slept-on fight, because Lamont Roach is like, I think people are going to see something interesting just because, like, this isn't a dehydrated fighter. He's going to come up, feel strong, and he's seen Tank before, so who knows, maybe we're in for a surprise. But I still expect Tank to win that fight. I just feel like if Keyshawn becomes world champ and then Tank, is choosing between Keyshawn or Shakur Stevenson, either one's a tremendous fight. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Keyshawn Davis February 14th against Dennis Berinchyk. I think he's going to pull out the victory and potentially get a stoppage against Berinchyk and become world champ. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next Navs boxing video. Peace.